Hi, I'm Sydney, and welcome to the Harrison Hearth. Thank you guys for joining us today. I am just going to give a brief overview of our little farm. We live in a very small town in South Carolina, and we are trying to be self-sufficient on 1/3 of an acre. We're technically within town limits, but our beautiful small town allows for most livestock as long as they're within an enclosed area. And the only thing we're not allowed to have is pigs, which kind of makes us sad because that's a long-term goal of ours. But I hope you guys enjoy this tour today. And if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below, message us, and feel free to follow us on Instagram, like and subscribe to this channel. We appreciate you guys following along. Starting from our shed, this is a beautiful piece of building that came with our house. We were super excited to have it. Whenever we bought our house in January of 2020, yeah, right before the pandemic, we had no idea we were going to be doing this. And it just so happens it all works out very, very well for us. So we bought this house because it has a new air conditioning unit, storage, and this beautiful privacy fence all the way around that helps with so many issues. It just is wonderful. So let's begin. The entire back half of our yard, well, probably back 1/3, is chicken territory. We don't let our chickens technically be completely free range because we don't necessarily want to be in contact with their poop. So that is why they have this huge area in the back. And now, here is our rabbit tractor. There are little buns. They're a few weeks old now. I don't remember exactly how many, but they're growing up, and we will be harvesting them relatively soon. Sorry, I can't remember right now how old they are. We moved that guy around to different grass and cuts down on feed costs, and they love it. So I'm gonna whip it around. We are so thankful to have these little brushy areas for our chickens. They love to hang out there, get cool, dig around, find bugs. Here is some of our flock. Here's the brushy area that comes up to the carport. And here are some more of our babies. They're just hanging out. A lot of our hens are still, well, hens and roosters are very young. I love these two boys. We have a mama laying an egg. Here's one boy. Here's another boy. I cannot wait to see them. My daughter is very excited. We have a lady who is currently laying. If you can see, she has an egg under her. This is our original girl. We started with a hen and 2 roosters that were given to us by friends. And now we have all of this craziness. It's wonderful. I love it. But yeah. Sweet girl. We named her Mama, and now we just call all of our hens Mama. So as you can see, she is in an old chest of drawer. Every single thing we have here is either incredibly cheap or recycled. This is our nesting area, and we just clean it out with pine shavings and layer it with pine shavings so that we can easily clean it out. And that's where they lay. They tend to all lay all right there. They do a great job. We also have some on the top because they like to roost there at night. They like to roost on these stools. They like to rest in this doghouse. Hello, baby.
Hello, baby.
Hello, other baby.
Hello, baby.
We also have these roosting holes too. Here is our breeding trio of rabbits. We have 2 does and a buck. Our buck is in the middle here. His name is Buckaroo. And then we have Ruby, who's hiding over there, and Rosie. We're actually due to have more buns in 2 weeks. Actually, exactly 2 weeks from today. Here's Ruby. She's a ruby-eyed white New Zealand, so we call her Ruby because of her beautiful eyes. And here's a panorama of more of our backyard. It is a very typical backyard, just to let you know that you can pretty much do this in any space. Yeah, so our chicken area wraps completely around our carport. So this carport also came with our house. Clearly it's not new. You can tell it's been around for a long time. But it is the perfect shelter for a lot of our animals. Here's Sansa. So you're probably wondering why the grass is so high and there are weeds everywhere. We try to leave it untouched for the most part. You know, we're not gonna let it get out of hand. I'm actually planning to trim the grass this weekend, but we like to leave as much forage as we can for these little goats of ours. Our beautiful Nigerian dwarves. There's Arya right now, chomping away on some leaves. So you're probably wondering, where's the garden? What kind of homestead doesn't have a garden? Well, since we had our garden failure this year, we decided just to hold off until next year. What are you doing? She's eating my hand. Aria. We are planning to use our front yard and put raised beds all throughout the front yard to grow all of our produce next year for a couple of reasons. One, so that no one can eat the produce that we work so hard to grow, and two, to make sure that we just take another measure to make sure that no animal contaminants can get on the produce. So yeah, thanks for joining us today. Please like and subscribe, and we hope to give you more content in the future.